Okay, so today I'm going to go over the most underrated Marvel, or more specifically, MCU shows and movies. Really just projects in general. And currently, I'm going to start off with one. Real quick. Hawkeye. Like, I think people accept that it's good because it is good. Other than having just a mixed finale, Hawkeye is a good show. But, who talks about Hawkeye? Literally, like, ever? No one. Like, other than, like, I guess when it was first coming out and when people talk about all the MCU shows, they're like, oh yeah, this show's real good, it's underrated. Then never talk about it. No one ever talks about this show, but when they do, they're like, oh yeah, it was good. And yeah, I mean, that's for a few on this list, but I feel like this is the biggest one. Personally, I like Hawkeye. I know they tried to offer Jeremy Renner a season 2, but they paid him like half the money because Marvel was trying to like cut down on their budget for the TV show. But then he denied because it'd be like, how? You get the point. So the next project that I have come up with is arguably it was at one point the most underrated, but I don't know anymore if it can even be called underrated. Iron Man 3. Yeah. Iron Man 3 was like really underrated, kinda. Then some more people after the first people called it underrated, they're like, actually, this is really underrated. So then it felt like everyone is just calling Iron Man 3 underrated. So it's like, well, people acknowledge that it's good, but they say it's underrated. So is it really underrated now that people acknowledge that it's actually pretty darn good? I don't know. Yeah, personally, I guess it's kind of underrated. It used to be the most underrated MCU project, in my opinion. No, it's not. It's pretty good. Good, that's what I'll say. I really like it. It's probably the second best of the Iron Man trilogy. To be fair, it's not that hard to beat Iron Man 2. But, yeah, I do think it's a really solid film. I think the main reason people didn't like it was the Mandarin twist. But now that we actually got the 10 rings, Wen Wu and the Mandarin, well, technically not the Mandarin, but since we got the 10 rings and stuff, I don't care. Anyways, so next is not really underrated project. I'm just going to go on like a bit of a, not rant, but I'm going to go into some overhated projects. It is a bit different from underrated, but you get the point. My number one most overhated project is probably Ironheart. Like, am I saying the show's a masterpiece? No. Am I even calling it great? No. But it's not a whole 1 point lower than She-Hulk. Yeah, if you want to know, search it up on IMDb. It's 0.8% lower than She-Hulk. Huh? Like, She-Hulk's rated 5.2. This show's rated 4.4. That's ridiculous. This show's not that bad. Like, it's not bad. It's actually pretty solid. I'd give it like, I don't know, like a 6.8, 6.7 out of 10. It's not terrible. It's not great, but it really is pretty solid. Like, the first half, I'd say, is, yeah, probably like a 6 out of 10. Then the second half is like a 7.5. So overall, I think it's a pretty solid show. It's just really overhated because did it have the best trailer? No, probably not. And because people really just love to out of context quote things and make it seem like they're disrespecting Iron Man's legacy. They really did not. And anyone who says that, in my opinion, didn't really watch the show. Because clearly they didn't. I mean, Riri literally says that she's not as good as Stark. Multiple times. She admires to be him. So I don't think you would, don't respect the person who you want to be. But whatever. Yeah. And I do like how they incorporated magic in the show. It made I'm going to say it, bland character from comics more interesting. So, yeah. Next overhated one is probably the most overhated movie. And to that I say It is. Oh, jeez. Oh, yeah. It's, No Way Home. Guys, it's not bad. It's like, and I can't believe I'm saying this. I'm also going to bring up Deadpool and Wolverine. Both of them fall in the same category. They're both good films. No Way Home above Deadpool and Wolverine. They're not terrible. And for some people that will say for Wolverine, no, it does not disrespect Logan's legacy. It doesn't do any of that. It's a pretty good film that actually makes a really great Wolverine without disrespecting the Fox one. But anyways, mainly to No Way Home. People criticize it. It's I think the only part that you really can criticize is I guess the first act is a bit choppy. Choppy has some flaws. But really? No. People call it nostalgia bait? Sure, but they do it really well. Every single cameo, other than I guess maybe Daredevil and Venom, I guess, are cameos that make sense and tie into the plot. They're all good cameos. Hell, they're not even cameos. They're key parts of the plot that just happen to be from the Spider-Man universe. I feel like people are just well, because it combines all these three Spider-Man, that means it's good. That means it's bad because it's nostalgia bait. It's no, it's not. It has genuinely great Spider-Man moments. Remember when people are saying how this pushed Tom Holland's Spider-Man to be equal with Andrew Garfield's and Tobey Maguire? Remember when people said that? He does good work for his character. And the ending's actually really sad. Also, hey, remember that everyone hated Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man? Everyone. People didn't like the movies. I mean, which is what I'm going to say. Why are people liking The Amazing Spider-Man 2? It's not a good film. Amazing Spider-Man 1, yeah, that's a good film. Spider-Man 2, no, that is not a good film. People, after No Way Home, because suddenly we're hey, bring back give us TASM 3, bring back Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man, when no one cared beforehand. Maybe it's because they actually made him a better character in No Way Home. I feel like people forget that Andrew Garfield was really hated on, not for his casting, but for his character of Spider-Man just not being that good. Especially since, unlike the rest of them, half of his duology sequel, his sequel was not good. It's probably the only bad Spider-Man film, because at least Spider-Man 3 is saved by memes, and Far From Home, I'll get Far From Home, actually, right now. Far From Home is also overhated, or underrated, both. It's a great Spider-Man film, and honestly, this also applies to Homecoming. It's just people, for some reason, really hate both these films. Some people, admit that and agree that, hey, it's actually really good. And some people hate it. I'm huh? Why? How? I don't get it. He's Iron Boy Jr. It's no, he's just Spider-Man, but because they couldn't use Norman Osborn, they used Tony Stark. Are people calling Tobey Maguire Spider-Man Norman Osborn Jr.? No. Oh, come on, guys. Don't be this stupid. It's Tom Holland's Spider-Man is a great Spider-Man. He's a perfect blend between Spider-Man and Peter, which I'm going to say didn't really happen before. Tobey was the perfect Spider-Man. I think that's what people say. I forget what people say. It's either Tobey is the perfect Peter and Andrew's the perfect Spider-Man, or Andrew's the perfect Peter and Tobey's the perfect Spider-Man. It's one of those. It's they were the perfect in one way, but they didn't really get the other side as well. They did great, but they didn't do as well. And Peter is, while not as good as either of them in their best field, he's still just good all around. Anyways, so, yeah, back to what I was going to say. I feel like the Home trilogy is just overall overhated because people can't deal with new castings. They're good films. I'd say Homecoming's arguably top 15 of the MCU, or it's definitely top 20. Far From Home, in my opinion, just misses out. No Way Home's top 10. So, Anyways, let's go to the next one, which is a kind of another overhated one. What if season 2 and 3? I think season 1's actually a bit overrated because people act like that, like it's suddenly the best season of What If. It's not. What If season 2 is clearly the best season of What If. It's the most consistent, and it still has great episodes and really only two just fine episodes. While What If season 1 had 3 bad episodes, 3 great episodes, 2 fantastic episodes, amazing episodes, 1 pretty good episode, then the rest were just in between. Like, that's literally it. And season 3 is basically just that, except with less of a worse and less of a high. A better worst episode, but a worse best episode, if you get what that means. Like, I don't get how people, like, just are openly just like, oh yeah, what if season 1's so good? It's like, and then the other ones fall off. Like, they're both terrible. It's like, no, season 2 is just better than season 1. Season 3 is just behind season 1, since it's basically the same, just slightly lesser. So, yeah. Okay, let's bring up the next one on the list, which is Age of Ultron. Yeah, this one's really underrated. I would say it's arguably better than the original. Ultron's one of the best villains in the MCU. I'm so glad we're going to get him back in Vision Quest. And what else? Oh yeah, I love the Avengers in this film. And Wanda's introduced. Wanda's one of my favorite MCU characters. Pietro's death, sure, was a bit dumb. But Vision was also great in this movie. Like, to be honest, overall, it was a really great MCU film. I think it's too overhated. Or underrated. But also a bit overhated. Anyways, so I'm probably missing some. But I'm going to go into the number 1 tied, really, most underrated MCU project. Rumble, please. Werewolf by Night and the Guardians Holiday Special. Both the specials. I mean, people, like, when the Marvel announced that they won't be making any more specials, people were like, oh no, why are you doing this? And it's like, yeah, because no one watched them. That's really why. I think if Werewolf by Night was released in the theaters, it would be known to be a fantastic MCU project. Because it is. It's spectacular. I love it. All the characters are great. The world, the way it's shot, the camera, the cinematography, all of it is so good. And Holiday Special is just a milder, while sure, worse than all the other Guardians films. I do generally believe that Guardians films are perfect 10 out of 10 comic book films. So, I mean, and the Holiday Special is like, what, an 8.8, I would give it. Werewolf by Night, I think, is the true number 1 here. It's like, probably, I would put like a 9.5 out of 10. It's really good. It's one of the most unique MCU projects. It's so good, so cool, and yeah, I absolutely love it. And I think it needs more respect. Now, since DC, I don't really care to give them a whole video, I'm gonna give them what I think is really underrated. Legends of Tomorrow. I've probably established this before, but I think Legends of Tomorrow is better than The Flash. It never had as high of a season. I'd say season 3, 7, and 2 were about equal with Flash season 3. Actually, I would give season 3 and maybe even season 7 of Legends above Flash season 3. But they never reached season 2 and 1's high. But they also got nowhere near the lows. Like, the lowest is their first and I guess the 4th season. I think the 4th season's actually pretty solid. And the first season's just okay. Yeah, but The Flash, like I said, I have the list over here. It's like, I think I gave it like the worst rating out of anything I've ever given. I've given Flash season 7 a 2.3 out of 10 because I think it's that abysmal. And I gave Flash season 9 a 2.9 out of 10 because they're both abysmal. And yeah. Anyways, so there's your DC stuff. Bye.